Welcome to another episode of Crypto Minder. Guys, today we are going to be analyzing what is happening regarding the Bitcoin price and the Ethereum. We are going to be checking out in the charts these specific things that make people wonder right now if the Bitcoin price is going to most likely dump, or maybe there is some chances to go towards the upper side. We're going to be, of course, checking everything in the charts and what is the possibilities for the both cases. We are going to be also explaining what we see, what the technical analysis is pointing at. But before we start, go scroll, smash this like button, subscribe to the channel, press the bell button for all the notifications so you get this nice first content we are sharing every time with you. Before we do anything, please go and press this like button. It's really nothing, takes nothing from your time, guys. It's just a click away to make us happy for the content we are sharing every time with you. Let's go directly to the chart to find out what we have right there. Starting from the DXY chart and noticing the factors that we have seen so far. Of course, we see the breakout that I have been also pointing on my Twitter account long time ago. You can also see right here, guys, I have been pointing 22nd of August. I was actually pointing at the higher price targets, and of course I said that is gonna be a last parabolic move in my opinion. And then a reminder after, we have seen like 10 days ago, pointing that is happening today, and I was expecting the 111, 112. This was also back by 2nd of September, and yes, this is what we see right now, guys. You see perfectly proved 112 today's price for the DXY, and this is something that, yeah, in many ways people are worrying. This is actually a very bullish thing for the DXY, and of course the breakout could bring some kind of mess in the charts. We could see further prices to the approximately 117, the parabolic move that I most likely believe that is going to retrace towards the downside. But as long as this is pumping, let's go directly to the BLX chart, what we are expecting right here. The Bitcoin chart, as I was explaining, with this amazing professional chart that I have been pointing also in the Twitter account. You can go and find it in the pinned comments, in the pinned tweets that actually have in my account. You can see perfectly that this is rhyming as we said, as we have been pointing a long time ago. Now this is the 2-week chart. What we see here is the stochastic RSI that is rejected for one more time. This is really something that you should maybe start worrying about. So we can see some further price action towards the downside, and of course the prices of the 15,800 to the 16,500. This is what I'm pointing the next area to land for the Bitcoin price, in case this is pointing towards the downside. Now with the high rates and of course the inflation, the interest rates going to mental, of course they have been announced 2 days ago, and yes, this was something that caused some insane mess in general to the economy. And of course the inflation that actually is insane levels right now. Biden is the first thing he wants to fix at this point. This is how he is actually pointing. The first thing that he is checking to low down the inflation. This is the first thing, the first target for the USA, and this is what they have said so far. Now I believe this is going to take a long time for this continuation. We will expect most likely some further consolidation, and of course some of them after the rebalances that they might have to do in their portfolios, and especially the big whales, especially with the 2 days ago numbers. I think that we will see a further price action towards the downside for the last drop for the financial markets, the traditional financial markets. I believe that SP 500 and of course Nasdaq, but they will see further price action towards the downside the upcoming weeks. This is in my opinion. Now if we will have a pump at this point, yes, this is something we could easily consider. Now where we are standing is this fractal, the thing that stochastic RSI is carrying for once more, using this insane line of the 20 as a resistance. It's something that is not turning so bullish so far for the next weeks. But on the weekly chart, what we are also watching is that we could see like some further price action towards the upper side, but here also we see this insane line turning into resistance. We should see some further bullish divergence. Okay, so we can further continue further towards the upper side for the Bitcoin price on the weekly. This is what we are pointing right now. Also, the momentum waves right here. Okay, we should see a curve and of course some kind of bullish divergence, so we can expect further prices towards the upper side after January or February for the Bitcoin price. But don't expect, guys, that we will see something insane, of course passing the 35,000. This is going to be a major resistance point. Now let's go a little bit directly to the Bitcoin chart on the 4 hour. What we have at this point is this falling wedge, pretty bullish pattern, and yes, this is what is playing most of the time. So when we see a further price fall, okay, so this is what we have seen. Bitcoin was falling and falling and falling, so this is what we are watching actually most of the times when the trend is about to reverse. Pretty similar fractals also back in here at the 30s. Now if this is going to, of course, to reverse towards the upper side, you see here that in a very simple way you can actually start checking out further price action towards the upper side. But in my opinion, we should see some kind of W pattern playing out right here, so we can have the breakout for the next price target towards the upper side. What is killing right now is, of course, the fact that we are not we cannot actually break the 21,800. Is a major level. I think we will get stuck even if we see break towards the upper side, so some kind of breakout, okay, confirmation, and of course maybe some prices to the upper side. As far as we see right now, okay, the points and what is happening is that yes, the consolidation could continue for a while, like for the next 4 or 5 days. So from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we could see a leg towards the upper side here. Is very possible. But after that, I would expect even maybe the 16 is the last actually point, 16 0.4 to a 15.8. This is what I was actually watching a long time ago, and I have been mentioning my price targets for the lowest points for the Bitcoin price. Guys, to be honest, if you are accumulating, this is what I'm actually doing now. There are actually good prices to accumulate instead of you losing this very nice PAM that we could easily have in case you also want to take an advantage. Of course, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm personally doing, what I'm checking now. This thing rhymes pretty much with what is happening to the Ethereum chart. What we see here, okay, is that of course I've been pointing to these levels back in time, and I said to you guys that I'm gonna start longing here finally. Yeah, it was an entry, a good entry, but the price is reversed towards the downside, and of course we saw further downside momentum. Now this thing broke towards the upper side, it paid out the rising wedge. Now in many ways, if you also are going to consider the fact that we have some kind of bull flag here, no, this is not a bull flag, because guys, in many ways ratio could be 1 to 1, so we actually have lost it somewhere here because this didn't continue further towards the downside, so we can see a breakout further but later on. Okay, so this is not pretty much rhyming. Now this is what happened. We had a kind of dead cat bounce, let's say. Okay, so we saw further prices towards the downside. What I'm pointing at for the Ethereum price is under the 1,000, approximately 900 points. Okay, here $900. So yeah, this is for sure something to consider right now. Okay, we see also on the 12-hour right here that some kind of bullish divergence are coming to visit the place. Okay, we have lower lows, and of course one more lower low with rising higher lows for the RSI could have some very nice bullish divergence coming in, and of course pumping the price a little bit towards the upper side. Now major level to watch is of course that if we are going to be breaking this insane resistance line, what you see right here, the approximately 1490, is where I'm actually turning bullish. Okay, so we can maybe go to visit the 2200s in case this is happening. not something to point right now these levels, but in case this is happening, yes, of course, we could see some further price action towards the upper side. The bearish scenario is in the cards right now, and this is what we are pointing at. Now, let's go a little bit to check what is happening regarding to the Ethereum against BTC. Okay, so let's go to find this chart. Yeah, so this is what we have right here. Okay, so it was amazing the fact that we have been swapping a lot of Ethereum for Bitcoin right here, so we can earn, of course, more Bitcoin. So this is something that yes, is what I'm checking in many ways. And yeah, it was like massively overbought. So yeah, this is what we have been doing with the bearish divergence, visiting the chart. This is what we did. We actually swapped most of the Ethereum to BTC, so we are actually in profits right now in this pair. So yeah, of course, we could see further price action towards the downside. The level to watch at the first place, okay, is the 0.059. This is what I'm checking right now, and I'm might gonna start buying some Ethereum down here. Okay, is the zone where we are actually pointing the further buys that we are going to do for the Ethereum against BTC. Okay, so we will start buying some more Ethereum down here. We are gonna be also buying here, and of course the big chart where we are watching right now. Okay, you see, guys, that this is looking glorious. This is a beautiful chart to watch. Of course, the major support line where we are pointing at, and this is going to be one of the most insane levels in case you are, guys, thinking to buy some more Ethereum against BTC. This is what I'm actually targeting, the 0.046. Now, this is gonna take a while, I believe, but the next bull market, guys, who knows? I think it's going to be legendary regarding the Ethereum prices. Of course, Bitcoin, it's something that cannot give you as much as the alts, and especially what the Ethereum is pointing at. So that's all about today's video. I hope you appreciate the content. I hope you like the video. I hope you press the like button. It takes really nothing from your time, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, see you in the next one of CryptoMinder. Bye bye.